Hey there, Huskies. I'm Liam Loughran.
And I'm Erica Christie. We've got a great show for you today, so let's get right into it.
As OPRF students returned from spring break, the senior class prepared to play Assassins. The yearly tradition started the Monday after spring break and was open to any senior willing to pay $5. Newscene caught up with a few seniors in the game to see how they feel about it.
Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak, 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 yak.
Assassins is like the Hunger Games, but with water guns, and you get a target, and you try to get your target out by a deadline, and the last person standing that doesn't get got wins like $500.
Being in like public places because they can get you anywhere and you're not really protected.
I got like 15 text messages saying like, this is Aaron. And I hadn't known the numbers.
Probably being told someone's gonna put boiling and sewage water on me.
Probably having to look both ways when you cross the street.
You can't trust anyone. No one. No, not even your closest, very dearest friends you cannot trust.
The car waiting outside your house at night.
Yeah, definitely being paranoid about like cars and stuff. You don't know who got you, so you're gonna like freaking out a little bit.
Figuring out where people live and figuring out their schedules.
I'm trying to find people that know my target so I can get them and like they know where they are all the time.
Right now I'm playing the waiting game.
Funny story, yesterday I was resting my gun because I couldn't find my car keys. It fell by my radiator, it broke. Can't find any of my other guns. So
Me.
I think someone that no one expects is gonna win. Like someone that no one knows.
Yo, dude, Kristen, because she dressed up as a homeless man for like to get another kid out. She like put on like an old man thing, like put on a mustache and sat at the bus stop waiting for a kid. Yeah. So I think if she's gonna go that far, she can go the whole way. I think.
Are you playing Assassins this year, Liam?
No, seems way too stressful for me.
I would if I was a senior.
Newscene was able to get an inside look at Wheel Throwing Club. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name's Michael Ladd. I'm a part of Wheel Throwing Club. Wheel Throwing Club starts every Tuesday after school. Everyone's open to come. Even if you've never done it before, we'll be happy to teach you how to throw. You can make anything you want. You just keep it after it's done. My favorite part about wheel throwing is definitely the community. I think it really it's a really great atmosphere to be in, and especially if you're considering taking the class, definitely come to club. It offers a great sampler to come into the class. So this is a good example of what a bowl looks like after it's finished. I threw this bowl a couple weeks ago, and it came out of the kiln today. I'm excited I get to bring it home. Probably gonna give it to my mom. I get to eat some soup out of it. She does too. She's always really excited about it. So yeah.
On April 14th and 16th, the OPRF Imagine Work Group will be holding tours at the school to show the highlights of the plans that will be proposed to the school board to make much-needed improvements to the school. The group of 45 faculty, parents, and community members have been working to draft a plan to upgrade the school's facilities, and construction could begin as early as this summer if the school's recommendations are approved. Tours will be held on April 14th between 10 and 10:45 a.m., as well as April 16th between 5:45 and 6:15 p.m., with a community conversation at 7 p.m.
An Oak Park residence condo on Wisconsin Avenue caught fire at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. The Oak Park Fire Department responded to a call of an explosion, and by the time they arrived, the condo was engulfed in flames. Firefighters rescued an unconscious victim from the building's second floor. Paramedics attempted to revive him, but he died shortly after being taken out of the building. The victim has yet to be identified. American Red Cross is currently working with the affected families to find shelter, and an investigation is underway to determine the cause of the fire.
Next, we have Newscene's own Noah Bissell reviewing the I Love the Dogs in the latest installment of Noah's Movie Corner.
All right, it's been a while since I've done this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Noah's Movie Corner. It's been a while since I've done this, but the king is back and ready to review some movies. I've been thinking, though, I think I want to expand a little bit and review more than just movies, you know, maybe talk about video games, shows, literature, things like that, you know. That being said, I do have one movie I want to talk about, and that is Isle of Dogs.
The Japanese archipelago, 20 years in the future. Canine saturation has reached epidemic proportions. An outbreak of dog flu rips through the city of Megasaki. Mayor Kobayashi issues emergency orders.
Wes Anderson's been hitting it out of the park lately. His last movie, Grand Budapest, is one of his best. It's his second best, actually. His first best is Fantastic Mr. Fox. That's easily in my top 5, maybe top 10 favorite movies. I love that movie so much. There's been a lot of hype around Isle of Dogs, not just because it's a Wes Anderson movie, but because it's an animated Wes Anderson movie, which people have been wanting a second animated film from him for a very long time. And this is what we get. How do I feel about it? It's all right. Here's the thing about Wes Anderson. His style is starting to get a little old, and this movie is, I think, the first indicator of that.
I don't think I can stomach any more of this garbage.
Exactly. Same here. Words out of my mouth.
Well, hold on. Let me talk about the positives, and then we'll get into the negatives. Isle of Dogs, just from a visual standpoint, is absolutely gorgeous. This might be his best-looking movie. His style just suits animation and stop-motion animation so well, and everything is so meticulous. It's ridiculous how... That was a rhyme. Everything is so planned out, and from a directing standpoint, as an aspiring director myself, it's just a gorgeous movie, and it's such a sight to behold, seeing all these shots that you know Wes Anderson's been planning since like 5 years ago, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how much thought goes into each and every shot. Where this movie falls apart for me is in the characters, which is kind of surprising. Grand Budapest, his last movie, had fantastic characters, namely Ralph Fiennes as the main character, Gustav. For one thing, there's way too many characters in this movie, and there's so few that actually deserve to be in it. You know, there's so few that actually justify them being in this movie. You've got all of Wes Anderson's friends. He was just like, hey, be in my movie for like a second. I thought the Tilda Swinton, F. Murray Abraham dogs were really funny and really good, but like, you've got Edward Norton, you've got Bill Murray, you got my boy Jeff Goldblum in there, and it's just like, they don't need to be in there, you know? If they were in there for like 5 seconds, okay, but they're in it for like 30 minutes of the film, and all their lines are delivered so drab and boring, and I get that's like part of the style of Wes Anderson, but like I said, it's just getting old. Bryan Cranston as the lead dog, he was great. I thought he was great, and I thought his relationship with the kid, the Japanese kid, was the best part of the movie. I think it's definitely worth seeing in theaters just to see all the time and effort that goes into animation, especially stop-motion animation. Not nearly as good as Grand Budapest, not nearly as good as Fantastic Mr. Fox, but I think it's got a lot of things to appreciate. I'll say that. There's a lot of things to appreciate in this movie, and any fan of just film in general, anyone looking into directing or cinematography or stop-motion animation, this is an easy recommendation. If I had to give it a score, I think I'd settle around a 7 out of 10, I think. Maybe a 6. But yeah, that's my review. Sorry if it's incoherent and terrible. That's sort of my shtick. Take care, have a good day, and watch the rest of the episode. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
We should check it out. Are you free Friday?
No.
Actor Samuel Hunt, an OPRF grad and son of B&G worker Roy Hunt, came to speak to the World Studies classes on Thursday during 3rd and 4th period. Samuel Hunt has starred in TV shows and movies including Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Empire, and Blood Ransom. Hunt is playing the lead role of Louis Zamperini in the upcoming movie Unbroken: Path to Redemption, which follows the story of an Olympian and World War II hero. Hunt discussed his time at OPRF, his journey into acting, and playing Zamperini.
Why is God silent? Why good men suffer? Why doesn't he stop the pestilence? Why doesn't he stop the wars?
You need help.
Here tonight, there's a drowning man. Just looking for some type of hope for the future. But there's a lifeline. Just reach out.
These men did terrible things to you.
going to say to them?
Finally, our very own Graham Wilgus led us inside his kitchen in the latest episode of Graham's Gourmet Kitchen.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Graham Wilgus, and welcome to a new episode of Graham's Gourmet Kitchen. It is great to see you today, and today we have a special guest chef in the house, my good friend Stella Flagg.
Hello.
Stella Flagg, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
I love desserts.
There we go. That's all you need to know. So Stella is in luck today because we are going to be making both an entree and a dessert. Our entree today is going to be pork chops with roasted broccoli and a quinoa pilaf. And Stella, as the queen of desserts, will you tell them what our dessert today will be?
We're having cheesecake brownies.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be wonderful. I can feel it already. The taste buds are tingling. All right, let's get started.
Yes.
Come again. Some things never change.
Not today.
So what are you doing now, Stella?
I'm marbling it. I'm making it pretty.
Ooh, that sizzle, I hear it.
We added a little bit of water and chicken broth to our onions and carrots and garlic and whatnot. And so we're just gonna bring this to boil before we add the quinoa itself.
We're gonna put the quinoa into the chicken broth and things.
So we got our broccoli florets here.
Florets.
And right now we are tossing this with some olive oil, some garlic, some lemon zest, some salt and pepper, and then we are going to stick this in the oven at 400 degrees until the broccoli is nice and crisp. Our brownies are in the oven. Soon enough we will test them to see if they are ready. I think we might need to keep it in a little bit longer so that it is nice and crispy and pure perfection. We have the meats! So I just seasoned our pork chops with salt and pepper generously. So we are starting to heat up our cast iron skillet for our pork chops. You want to use cast iron because it is the best conductor of heat and it is incredibly oven safe. Delicious! We're actually going to put it in the oven so that it can bake for a little bit. Be careful, it's really heavy right now.
And hot.
And hot.
Ooh, we gotta get, here, grab the cheesecake brownies. They gotta be.
Oh, and look, one thing goes in, another thing goes out. With our pork chops, and we're going to test to see if it's done by sticking our thumb in the center. Oh yeah, you want to make sure that it springs back under the pressure, and it definitely did. It's definitely ready. Right, our pork chops are done. Everything is ready to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and serve this. Oh, this looks delicious, let me tell you. All right, so we have the final product here on the plate. What do you think, Stella?
Really good.
Really good. What do you think, Mom?
Delicious.
All right, that's what I'm talking
Graham,
about.
what do you think?
I think that it is the most incredible thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Well, I'm glad we're done here because that segment sure made me hungry.
Me too. Let's get out of here.
All right, Huskies, thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.